Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Well, I am just feeding the dogs and getting a bunch of stuff done over here. Oh, who's somebody that's always texting me? Who is texting me now? Oh, my stepmom. Everybody trying to figure out like the holiday schedule. Trying to figure out with my dad and my stepmom. My cousin Caroline has been texting all day today talking about Thanksgiving, and she wants to go to a psychic. So I'm gonna find a psychic for her. She doesn't watch this vlog, so I can say this on here. I'm gonna try to find a psychic for she and I to go to together, like a good one. And Boo and Tucker are right here. And you guys wanna say hello? Boo Radley! And they just finished their dinner. You wanna say hello, Boo Radley? He said, I would love to say hello to everybody. Oh, look at how shy he is. Look, say hi to everybody, Boo Radley. How was your dinner? He said it was delicious as always. Did you like your dinner? You did? And Pee-Pee is finishing his... Tucker! No, honey. That's Pee-Pee's dinner. And Pee-Pee was finishing his dinner, and then Tucker went over and he started finishing it for him. So, I thought that I would get on here and I would show you some of the stuff that I have received the last couple days. Some of it I have opened, some of it I have not. So I just got a Amazon package in the mail of some stuff that I ordered, so I wanted to show that. First of all, I ordered this Sony Extra Bass. It's like a waterproof bathroom, take it with you speaker. And since we travel so much when we go to the beach and stuff, I thought that would be great for that. I like fell over out of my sandal. So I thought it would be great for that, but also for the bathroom. So I'm real excited about that. And then I also bought these microfiber magic streak free clean. I'm gonna go do them in my car in just a second here. This pack was like $19.99 and came with 10 of them. And June's, I think they're called June's Miracle Cloths that I reviewed on my channel, which are fantastic and basically the same thing. They came with 4 and were $19.99, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try these and see, because I can order them and get them here in like, you know, because I ordered these yesterday, this stuff, and it came today already. So there's that. Okay, then I want to show you was opening boxes with this knife. I have my candle warmer over there going with my, what do you call it? I don't know, I think it's leaves that I have. Harvest something or leaves that I have over there. My Bath & Body Works candle. It smells so good. So anyway, I got this in the mail from Mercedes. Mercedes sent me this card. It was beautiful. Well, she sent me a box. So this whole box in the mail. And then she sent me this really cute card with Snoopy on it and a very personal message inside. So, about watching my channel for 2 years and all this kind of stuff. And she watches my review channel. So, thank you, Mercedes, for that. And then, Mercedes sent me 2 Starbucks cups. My husband is going to die. Can I just tell you? Here are the Starbucks cups right now that are needing to be washed. Do you see? Okay. And then, let me show you the Starbucks cups up in the cabinet. Okay? They don't really fit up in there anymore. And here are all of my coffee mugs. Do you think I have enough? Okay. So anyway, oh my god, the battery is dying on this. Well, I'm going to show this and then I will change the battery because the battery over there is still charging. So anyway, and I'm probably not going to vlog for a really, really long time tonight. Okay. So my throat has been hurting kind of all day long, and it's just starting to feel a little bit better, so I don't want to push it too far. So anyway, she sent me this wonderful coffee cup. Look at this, okay, from Starbucks in North Carolina. And take this out of it so I can wash this. And this is so cool. Okay. Isn't that so cool? It is beautiful. It's light blue, which is like one of my favorite colors. And it says Blue Ridge Mountains on here. The Old North State. And it has all the, like the birds and everything on there. Isn't that so cool? It has a picture of the mountains. I love this. Okay. So, Mercedes, thank you so much for that. And then she sent me this beautiful holiday cup. Is this not so fantastic? But I don't even think it has to just be a holiday cup because I think it's just so fancy and cool. And it matches, let me show you, like the cup that I just showed you. It matches this that I have. So I can get iced coffee or hot coffee. So I love that so much. Yeah, I know, I'm going kind of overboard with the Starbucks cups. I don't really care, I love them. So anyway, Mercedes, that was fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, let me change this battery. Hold on, I wanna see how much other stuff that I wanna show you guys. Hold on a second. Let me change the battery and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I was getting ready to like go to my car and start vlogging, but neither one of my batteries is really that charged, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. What do you do when both your batteries are, I guess you get another battery, but I'm not gonna do that. Alex should be home in just a little bit. Kind of surprised he hasn't texted me yet. This right here, can I show you the back of it? I can't show you the back of it. This right here is an advent calendar that I am so excited about showing you guys. Okay. The next thing I want to show you is this gift that I got in the mail. And this is from Annette. And Annette said, your videos bring me so much joy. Keep rocking on, Gold Dust Woman. Rock on, Gold Dust Woman. Much love to you and your family. And she sent me these Lip Smacker Best Flavor Forever. And these are like old-fashioned ones. And it's very, very cool. But I'm going to open these on camera. It has like pumpkin spice latte. Oh, these are all like lattes and drinks and stuff. So I'm going to save these and open these on my review channel. So I'm very excited about that. That was really sweet. Thank you, Annette. Y'all know I love the Lip Smackers, okay? Speaking of, I think I need some right now. Don't I, Tucker? Do I have something else over here on the show? No. Rock on, Gold Dust Woman. Okay. We're trying to get PP his medicine like earlier. And so I gave him his medicine this morning really, really early at like 6:30. So I need to give him his medicine here in a little bit because we're supposed to give it like 12 hours apart. Okay. So then I got this beautiful package in the mail from Rich Lux. Thank you, Rich Lux! Okay, now let me tell you about this. So I had boxes sitting over here. I called him and I told him, I was like, Rich, I feel so bad. So anyway, I had boxes sitting over here and I told him, I was like, I'm going to show everything on the vlog, whatever, because Rich watches the vlogs. Hey, Rich, how are you? He always comments. If you go through there, you can see the comments. He always has them on in the background when he's doing stuff. I don't know. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So anyway, this is a Halloween care package, but it's been sitting over here for like 2 weeks. So I got it after Halloween, but I didn't know that it was a Halloween package. I honestly just thought it was his lipsticks because he was like, I want to send you some of my lipsticks that came out from Hank and Henry. So here they are. I think I have more in here. I gave one of them to my friend Valerie because she watches Rich and it's her color anyway. So there's 3. Now I may be doing a giveaway of these. He said I could. So I may be doing a giveaway of these 3. We'll see. Okay. And then he gave me this. This is so, anyway, there was a note from the Bellagio, Las Vegas, and it says, Happy Holidays. Give a lipstick to a friend or your good Judy Tanya and some for a giveaway if you want. Made it another year through all the drama. Thank you for being a friend. Love you, Rich Lux. So that was so sweet. And so he gave me this really nice Michael Kors like dop kit because I travel a lot, y'all know. And it is beautiful and take out all the stuff inside. So gorgeous inside, and it has a little inside pocket, and y'all know I'm all about the inside pockets. So here it is. Really nice. So this will be my new travel dop kit that I call them dop kits. Some people call them cosmetic bags and whatever. And when I talked to him on the phone, he was like, he sent some of this stuff. He said he thought Alex would enjoy it. So he sent this CEO Glow from Sunday Riley, vitamin C and turmeric face oil, because Alex uses all this kind of stuff. So he basically sent that for Alex. And then this overnight hair repair professional hair care by Sacha Wan. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. But in Stockholm. So I might try that too. And then he sent a Halloween cookie. Oh my God. Alex looked at it the other day. I said, well, I have to show it in my vlog first. And he goes, I'm eating that cookie. And then, oh my God, I wonder what this is. Well, hello. That was a horrible impersonation. But anyway. And then there is another Halloween cookie, a pumpkin cookie. And then he sent this glass, which I love this glass. And this reminds me so much of my Aunt Kathy. I don't know why. My Aunt Kathy used to have like plastic glasses like this. She always kind of had, you know, like really nice or like, so I love this so much. So there's that. And then he sent me some teas, some chamomile tea, and some Earl Grey lavender tea. This is from Tea Leaves. So I'm going to put this right up here with my teas. And then he sent me these face masks, because he knows I love those. And then he sent me some Lush shampoo, scrub. And then he gave me this Macaron Hello Kitty lip balm. Y'all know I love the Hello Kitty so much, right? Oh my God, I'm so excited to try this. I'll be pulling this out at all of my board meetings that I don't go to. Oh, I get it. It's like a macaroon. I get it. Okay, you'll see in just a second. So see, it looks like a macaroon, but it's Hello Kitty. And then you open it. It smells kind of fruity. Well, I mean, I have that strawberry. What's the flavor on here? Limited edition with vitamin E. This is really nice. For lips as soft and decadent as a freshly baked macaroon. That is so much fun. I'm putting that in my bag up there. I love that. Okay. So that's everything from Rich. Oh, my husband is calling me right now. So I'll be back in just a little while. Okay, I'm back. Hello. I'm in my car, and it's rainy, and it's nasty outside. But I did clean my windshield, and it is, like, the inside of it, and it is, like, crystal clear, perfect now. I used those sheets, those microfiber sheets. I swear by them. They work so well. So if you're looking for something to, like, clean your mirrors, and you can use them over and over and over again. I had, like, brought in some dust from the garage, and so I cleaned the floor with them. So that one I didn't save. But you can, like, after you clean the glass, you can, like, rinse them out, because they're like paper towels, but, like, sturdier. And you can, like, rinse them out like cloths and use them again. So you can use them over and over and over again. Just keep it in your car if you want, or whatever. If you want. And Alex is on his way home, and he got P.F. Chang's, and I'm not really that hungry. So then he's, like, just going to catch up on TV shows. And then Tanya, he was supposed to go tailgating this weekend, and, like, everybody's getting sick. So now they're not going tailgating. So they canceled canceled the reservation for their hotel room, and they're gonna just go some other weekend because everybody is getting sick that was supposed to go except for Alex. And he's like, I don't want to just really, it's just like, I need to focus. He's like, I don't want to just go down there and just be me and one other person. He was like, I wish we could, you know, we could have a lot more people go. So it was supposed to be like 6 of them total, and now it was gonna end up being 2. And so Alex was like, I think I'm just not gonna go. Plus the weather is supposed to be nasty Saturday morning. It's supposed to be a wintry mix. I looked in the weather of snow and sleet. So, and we got Christmas settled with my dad and my stepmom. We're gonna actually do, Alex was texting my stepmom too. We're gonna do Christmas like early in December, because we have a lot of stuff, and they have a lot of stuff. And then Caroline and I well, she was texting all of us, the whole group, like her stepson and his wife, and her son, and Alex and I, about Thanksgiving. We're going out to eat, and then for Christmas Day, we're doing Christmas Day at her house. And we probably won't do anything for Christmas Eve with her, because we do Christmas Eve with Alex's family, typically. I always ask her to come over. I'm always like, you should come over, you'd have so much fun. They live like 5 minutes apart, but she probably won't want to, so. Yeah, so the holiday season is shaping up. I've got to sit down and make a list of everything that I want to get everybody for Christmas this year. I think I actually might get Caroline one of those Pura things that I reviewed on my review channel, because I think she would really like that. So I might do that for her. And yeah, so I need to just kind of like, I need to start looking and getting people's Christmas presents early. And then I always save Alex's for the very end. And I asked him the other day, I was like, well, what do you want? He sent me this picture of, well, he wants the Louis Vuitton backpack, this like huge one. But I don't think we'll be doing Louis Vuitton backpacks this year for Christmas. Unless I would feel real generous Christmas Eve and walk into Louis Vuitton and get him this backpack. But he sent me this, it's like $90, and it's just really nice, because he has a lot of meetings he goes to and stuff. And it's like this charcoal gray. It's almost kind of like a felt material, and it's like a laptop backpack. It's really nice, but it looks like a briefcase back. I don't know how to explain it. It's like square, or like, it's like the size of a laptop, but then it has other compartments, so it's like that thick. And then, but it like looks like you can wear it like a backpack or carry it like a briefcase, and it's like this felt material. It's very cool. And it was like 90 bucks, and it's beautiful. And it's all like this like charcoal gray, and then it has like this red like ribbon across it. It's really very cool. It's very professional looking. So he sent me that. I'm gonna probably get that for him. And you know, he loves the gift cards and stuff like that. I cleaned my dashboard off and everything. Everything in here is so clean. It looks so nice. Oh, maybe that's what I'll buy those for like Mike, Caroline's husband, for Christmas. I'll just do some of that kind of stuff. I should actually buy people the stuff that I really like, that I have reviewed this year, you know, because like the stuff that I would really stand behind. So maybe I'll do that. Caroline always gives really cool Christmas presents. She's like my mom on that. Like a couple years ago, she gave me this subscription box, and it was like tea, but then a book. It was a tea and a book. So the book title, or the story of whatever the book was about, it was like a novel, you know, would have something to do with the tea. So they like, you know, coincided, like they made sense together. They corresponded, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So she got me that a couple years ago, and she always gets this really cool stuff. She's the one that got us the Crate and Barrel popcorn bowls, like the big popcorn bowl and then the smaller ones. It's like glass and it says popcorn on the side of it. It's white. And what else? She always gets this like stuff that's just like I would never think of, but it's just so cool. Oh, she got me this bird feeder that's an owl. It's like this metal, and it's like this owl. I have it somewhere in our house. I actually don't have it outside. I have it inside. After the whole Mrs. Birdie thing, Alex asked me if I would hold off on feeding the birds and stuff. I think what I am gonna do, though, I've been wanting to do this, because then what happens is we get a ton of birds in our yard and they poop everywhere. But I think what I am gonna do is, when I was like, I don't remember, I'll have to look it up, because I'm sure there's like a safe way to do it, and I want to make sure that I do it the safe way. But you get like a pine cone, and you put like peanut butter or something on there that's safe for something that's safe for birds, and then you roll it in bird seed, and then you can hang it from trees, and it's like a homemade bird feeder. So I need to look online and see like the safe ones for birds that you can do, and then I'm gonna go get some bird seed, and I'm gonna actually hang them in the woods behind our house. Because I think that would be kind of cool to do, kind of nice to do for the birds, you know? And I love to see all the birds back there, especially all the cardinals and stuff. They're beautiful. And we get blue jays and all kinds of stuff in the little woods back there. I mean, it's not a big woods, but that little woods back there. So I can go back there and do that. And that fundraiser that they're doing to try to plant 20 million trees by 2020, I think like if you donate $50, you get a sweatshirt. I saw it on a Smokey Glow video, and she had the sweatshirt on, and I was like, oh, I love that, and I meant to donate to that anyway. So I think I'm gonna go in there and get myself a sweatshirt or a hoodie, and then maybe I'll get one for Alex or get somebody else one too. I might get, that might be what I get Caroline's son for Christmas this year. I probably shouldn't say that on here because I think he watches all of my videos. So David, if you just heard that, that's not really what I'm gonna get you. But I love when like gifts that you give somebody else have like some kind of purpose to, you know, to them. And I really believe in all of that. So, I mean, what's there not to believe in? But I think it's a great cause. I'm hungry for pizza. I don't know why pizza sounds so good to me. This truck in front of me is literally like probably like a late 1970s Chevrolet truck. Can you hear it? It sounds like a boat, doesn't it? Spending so much time on water when I was growing up, I kind of love the sound of that. It always makes me think of like a whaler. Yep, he started going and then he realized it was just the turn signal. It was just the turn light, it wasn't the full light. He's got places to go, doesn't he? People to see. Okay. Starbucks always looks so Christmassy inside. I'm almost done with Let It Snow. I have like a half an hour, 40 minutes left of it to read or to listen to. And I have to say, the first story by far was my favorite. The second one that was by John Green was okay. Okay, my battery died already, so I'm hoping that I have a little bit of juice in this other battery that I charged. I didn't know that. I thought it was pretty fully charged, but I guess it's not. So anyway, I had to go back and look and see what I was talking about because it just kind of like shut off, and then I had to like come around the corner and there was like a Christmas tree place and you couldn't get into there to pull in, so I was talking about the book Let It Snow. Anyway, yeah, I have like a half an hour, 40 minutes left of Let It Snow. Okay, so the first one is my favorite by a landslide. I thought it was so well done. I really, really liked it. The second one by John Green, it was cute, but it was okay. It ended real cute. But a lot of it, I don't know, it was just very much John Green. I realized when I was putting my vlog up today that I started talking about this yesterday and then I never finished what I was saying about, do you ever like a movie star and then whatever, but I'll get to that in a second. Maybe I did finish it, I don't know, what I was saying, but I don't think I did. But then the third one in the book, I don't know, it's like maybe it'll still be redeemable, but I don't love it so far. So we'll have to see what happens with this story. But so what I was going to say about the John Green thing yesterday, well, I was talking about, like, I said something, I don't even know where I changed what I was saying, but I was like, do you ever not like a celebrity, or you like a celebrity, but then, like, over time, you really, really like him, but then over time, like, people will say things, people will criticize them, and then over time, you kind of start seeing it yourself, and then you're like, okay, but then, like, you make excuses in your head, I mean, stupid stuff, right? And, like, that's kind of how it is with John Green for me, like, when I started reading John Green, I read The Fault in Our Stars first, and I absolutely loved it. And at that time, John Green was kind of like the, you know, like, go-to young adult author. Really, you know, he was, like, he doesn't get a lot of, like, accolades for this, but he's really, besides, like, J.K. Rowling, but she did it with, like, a younger generation. John Green's really who got a lot of people, you know, a younger audience interested in reading young adult books again with The Fault in Our Stars. Well, then I went in and I started reading his books. And, you know, over the course of a year or two, people went from loving John Green to criticizing John Green for saying that all of his characters are very teen angsty and they're always, like, very geeky, nerdy, almost to the point that they're not, like, really interesting characters because they're always the same. And that, you know, there's always the guy that's geeky, nerdy, and then there's the girl, and she's kind of, it just, all of his characters, his stories are pretty much the same. Well, I went in and the order that I read them was, I think I read The Fault in Our Stars, and then I went and I read the Alaska one, Looking for Alaska, because everybody said that was their favorite, and I did not like that book. I thought it was very sad and melancholy, and it's a really sad book. And, you know, one of the things that people, and I don't want to ruin it for somebody if they haven't read it, but, like, you know, I was, like, working on this book for a long time about this kid that's a heroin addict, and he dies in the middle of the book. So the first half of the book is leading up to it, and the second half of the book, and it's told through everybody else's eyes. So it was told through, like, his dog's eyes, and, like, his mom's eyes, and, like, through, like, how they experienced it. So he's a character in the book, but the whole book was told, like, through his point of view. That makes sense? Or through their point of view. So, like, one chapter, so each chapter would be their names at the top of it, and the whole book started with the dog, and the whole book would end with the dog, because the dog didn't really understand where he went, like, what had happened to him, and he would wait every day after school for him, and stuff like that. one of the criticisms I got from a lot of people, a lot of literary agents and people that I talked to was you don't ever want to put a death in the middle of a book of a main character. Well, John Green did that in Looking for Alaska, and quite frankly, I don't think it worked. A lot of people love that book. I did not love that book. I didn't like it. And so then I went in and I went back and I read his earlier work. So I read An Abundance of Catherines, I think is his very first book. Well, okay, my very, very first introduction to John Green, I always say that maybe I read The Fault in Our Stars and then I read Fault in Our Stars and then I read Will Grayson, the book that he did with David Levithan. And I love David Levithan's writing. I think he is just a fantastic author. I don't love everything that he's done, but most of his books I really like. Okay, now my windshield in the light does not look so clean. Ugh. It has like streaks in it. But anyway, I just guess I need to go over it again. But my cloths are at home, So then I read An Abundance of Catherines, which is a road trip book. And I liked it. I really liked it. It's his first work. And then I went in and I read Paper Towns, which honestly is probably, I don't know, it might be my favorite book even more than Fault in Our Stars. I really, really liked Paper Towns. I thought it was done so well. I thought the characters were so rich. I thought they were so different. And then Alex and I went and saw the movie and it was horrible. Like, I just hated the movie. I thought it was so poorly done. I didn't think it represented the characters, and that's not John Green's fault, right? But I just didn't like the movie at all. And then I waited, and then I waited, and then I waited for another book to come out, and he came out with Turtles All the Way Down, and I just was so not impressed with that book. And people love the book, and it's a lot about anxiety. I just didn't feel, personally, that it was well developed. It felt to me like it was rushed, and that he didn't really know what direction he was going in. And again, I started seeing all these criticisms that people would say, you know, they'd say, oh, it's always these teen angsty characters. He writes the same characters over and over and over again. And it's true. He really does, you know, to the point where I almost kind of wonder, like, if he knows how to write any other character, you know, or if he thinks that's all teenage characters, or I don't know. But I like his writing, you know. I did not like Turtles All the Way Down. And now I'm reading Let It Snow, and I just finished his part of it. And it was good, but again, very teen angsty, you know, characters that are always making fun of themselves and are always very sarcastic and cynical, and they're geeky, and they're always very, you know, like, there's always like something. It's either Star Wars or like in this book it was 007 movies. There's all James Bond movies. There's always something like that, some theme, you know. Which, okay, but it's like when you read certain young adult authors and like the female main character always loves Emily Bronte, and I'm just like, okay, can we just like maybe come up with a different book? You know what I mean? So. And I like that. I like reading about the pop culture references in books. Like, that's interesting to me. I like when characters have individual qualities and characteristics to them. I think it makes them rich characters. But when you read basically the same characters and you could just say, okay, like, I mean, literally, the guy groups in his book could be the same guy groups, like in Looking for Alaska. And is it called Looking for Alaska, or is it called something? I think it's called Looking for Alaska something. But anyway, it basically could be the same three. I mean, it's always like three guys and they're always friends. And it could be the same three guys in like every group. You know, it's just, I don't know. And then Hank Green, his brother, came out with a book called, I think last year, called A Truly Remarkable Thing. And it was fantastic. It was so good. But the characters were very teen angsty, even though they weren't, teenagers. They were like out of college. And I even said this as a criticism when I read the book, because I loved the book. I thought the book was so well done. But they were like 23-year-olds that acted and talked like 16-year-olds. I almost kind of wondered if Hank didn't write the book, if John Green wrote the book. Like, I almost kind of wondered that when I read it, because it just seems so much, although it was a better book than John Green's written in a long time. Like, I thought it was 10 times better than a John Green book, and I love John Green's books. You know, I'll always read his books. No matter what he puts out, I'll read it. I was, you know, impressed with it. So... But it's kind of sad, you know, when like you see these criticisms and all of a sudden you're like, okay, these criticisms are true. And I remember when I reviewed Turtles All the Way Down, people were not happy with my review about it. People were like, this was a great book and he really understood anxiety and blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, I didn't feel that he did. And that's my interpretation of the book. You know, we all have different interpretations of books and I just didn't feel like he did. So... I don't know, I'm trying to think of somebody else like that. Like Rainbow Rowell, I love too. I just finished her book, Pumpkinheads, the graphic novel, and I loved it. I thought it was so well done. And it's about this guy named Josiah and this girl, Deja, and they're like friends, and they work at this pumpkin patch every year together, but they're only friends during when they work at the pumpkin patch, and they've worked there for like 3 or 4 years in a row, and it's just really a cute story. But like Rainbow Rowell is somebody that, like, even though she kind of writes about similar characters, like the stories are so different. Like, I'm somebody that's definitely character driven, so if you write a book that you write really rich characters, like, I'm gonna fall in love with the book because I like to read about people, like the rich characters. But if you have great characters and a great storyline, oh my God, I'm sold. And Rainbow Rowell is somebody that when she does it right, she does it really right. Now, she's done some books that I didn't love, but like Fangirl, I thought was great. I liked Eleanor and Park. Now it's getting criticized a lot, but I really liked it when it came out. My husband's texting me, what's he saying? I liked Eleanor and Park. What are her other books? Landline was not my favorite book of hers. But I think Attachment. Then she had like 2 books or 3 books about it for adults that she wrote. Those were young adult books. And then she wrote, I think they're making Eleanor and Park into a movie. He knows I'm vlogging and he keeps on texting me. Attachments, Landline, and I feel like there was another one. Landline I did not love, but Attachments was really good. And then what happens is I fall in love with these authors and they just don't put out books very often. Like every 2 years or 3 years, you know? And I think that's part of what the frustration was with me with like John Green, was that I had waited so long for him to put out another book. It's like Dan Brown. Like, I mean, Dan Brown is not the greatest writer in the entire world, but he is a fantastic storyteller. And the research that he does for his books are so fun. They're so fun to read, you know, about like the Masons and the Illuminati and all that kind of stuff. And so, like, the last book that he put out was Origin. Was that what it was called? Origin? And that was like, okay, so that was while I was on BookTube. So that had to have been like 3 years ago that he came out with a book. I don't know, I just get so excited. I laid in bed last night and I went through like all of these Christmas books that I want to read. I'm gonna read some real cheesy ones, so get ready. I think I'm gonna read some Richard Paul Evans books. I've read a couple of them. I've read like the very first one that he ever did that was they made it into a Christmas movie with the guy from the Waltons, The Gift or something like that. But then I read a couple years ago The Mistletoe Secret, I think it was called, and there's 3 in there, The Mistletoe Inn and The Mistletoe Promise. So I think I might read the other 2 this year, because it wasn't bad. It was actually kind of a cool book. It wasn't bad if I had like read it really quick, but I didn't. I read it over a period of like 3 months and it just totally dragged. And then I also like read Dashing Through the Snow by Debbie McComber, and I know people love Debbie McComber, but I don't really care if I ever read another Debbie McComber book. It was about this woman, and she was like driving to her mom's or something with this FBI agent, and they thought she was on the run. It was so corny. It just was corny. But it's sometimes kind of fun to read books that just, you know, aren't super serious like that, so I don't know. we'll see. I'm gonna pick up some Christmas books this year. But there's like nothing new out that I want to really, that I want to see or that I want to read. I'm gonna go get a fountain pop with Tanya Jean here in just a little bit. Tanya Jean Applestein, prettiest girl I've ever seen. I'm going over there now. So today I woke up and my throat has been hurting all day. And so I woke up and my throat was just like, I was like, is this really day 3? I feel sick now. So I just was like, I don't feel like doing anything. I'd almost convinced myself to just sit in the house again. And I thought, you need to get out. You need to go get some stuff going. You need to get moving. So I went and I got a coffee. I didn't bring my coffee with me. It's at home. I went and I got a coffee. And I went to the post office. I had to mail some stuff. And I picked up that package that I got from Mercedes. Thank you, Mercedes. And then I came home and I filmed some videos. And I filmed a video on my Peter Monn channel about Gabby Hanna. And then I filmed a video, a Peterisms video, and then I did a review video of the Harry Potter limited edition calendar. And I didn't even know who half the people were because I haven't finished the books or the movies yet. And I've read the first 4 books, but I've listened to them on Audible. I know people really want to know the difference, so I've listened to them on Audible, and I have the last 3 to listen to and watch the movies. But I don't think I've seen the last movie, The Goblet of Fire. It's the last one. It's the 4th book. I don't think I've seen that movie yet. Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire. Yeah, I haven't. That's the one where they have the different schools come and they all fight for the Goblet of Fire, and Harry gets put in the competition even though he's not the right age and all that kind of stuff. That was actually that was a good book. I like all of them. They're just so long. They're just so incredibly long. I think I bought something new. Oh my God, my cousin Caroline, since I told the story last night, she texted me today and she said I bought that book and I'm already loving it. So go buy the Israel Keys book. You'll like it. So yeah, Alex got P.F. Chang's and he's eating it. He asked me if I wanted anything and I was like, no. He loves P.F. Chang's. I'm not a huge P.F. Chang's fan. I like kind of like cheap Chinese food. He always gets, when we go to P.F. Chang's, well, we haven't gone there in a long time, but we'll go to Pei Wei sometimes. And Pei Wei is kind of like their express. I've never been to that ice cream place. I can honestly say ice cream does not sound good. But, what was I going to say? Pei Wei is like the express to P.F. Chang's. But when he goes to P.F. Chang's, he gets Dan Dan noodles. And then he gets Mongolian beef with fried rice. And then he saves a bunch of it, and then he takes it to work and stuff. These little containers that we have. And I don't know what we're gonna do now this weekend. Tomorrow we're supposed to do this like fundraiser thing, but if it's raining, I don't know that I'm gonna want to go if I don't feel great. Because it's like walking around outside and stuff like that. We'll just have to see how it is tomorrow night, the weather. And then I don't know what we're doing this weekend. Since, I mean, I was just going to be here and I was going to do a live stream like on Saturday or something, but now that he's not going out of town, I don't know what I'll do. I'm going to have dinner, watch a movie. I want to start watching the Star Wars movies. And now that we have the Disney Plus, I really want to start in the Hulu. That movie, Looking for Alaska, that John Green wrote, the book, they actually made it into a movie and it's on the Hulu. So I'm going to watch that. And when I get done with this Let It Snow, I'm going to watch that on Netflix. And I am like right in the middle of Dragula right now. I'm on season 3. They only have the second and third season. And I am on season 3, episode 3 right now. I really like it. You know, it's interesting because, so Dragula is very similar to RuPaul's Drag Race, and they have all different kinds of people on there, and it's fun to watch because it's a different kind of drag, and there's what is called on there, I don't know if this term is appropriate, so please don't come for me if it's not. It's the term that I've heard and they use on the show. There's a bio queen on there who's a biological woman, and she does drag, and she's fantastic. And there is a drag king on there who is this woman that does drag as, like, she dresses like a man. And I'm almost kind of wondering if it isn't this person that was in, so when we were in Las Vegas, we went and saw Opium, which is the Cosmopolitan, it's part of the Spiegel world, and I almost kind of, there was this, they had this, like, drag king come out, and he, like, flirts with all these women in the audience, and then at the end, like, he takes everything off, and it's a woman underneath, and, it kind of reminds me of the drag king on Dragula, and I'm kind of wondering if that's not who it is. And but he's fantastic on the show, so good on the show. And I love RuPaul's Drag Race, y'all know I do, but the looks and the innovation and the costuming and the makeup that goes into this, because it's kind of scary drag, you know, it's always like vampires or rock and roll queens from the 80s. You know, it's always like something that's kind of a little like, okay, so it's horror, filth, and glamour. Those are like the three things that are of Dragula. I think those are the three things. But anyway, it's interesting. But I will tell you, you have to have kind of a tough stomach a little bit because they do some gross things on there. They like eat bugs and they eat like some gross stuff on there. Some of it's been kind of hard for me to watch, honestly. But I just kind of fast forward through those parts. They're called the exterminations at the end, but there are some. I mean, they are fully committed. Some of these people, it's unreal. So I'm watching that, and then I'm gonna watch Let It Snow, and I think when I finish Dragula, I'm gonna start watching. I don't know what I'm gonna watch. Now, I've watched the first 2 seasons of 13 Reasons Why, so I'm thinking about maybe Alex watched I've watched the first 2 seasons. He watched the 3rd season. I don't know if I'll watch the 3rd season or not. I haven't decided yet. But I want to watch that Unbelievable that has Toni Collette in it. I love her. And there's a new true crime documentary that came up. It's called like something like Who Killed George or something. And I think it takes place in France. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I just saw it on Netflix last night. There's like all these Netflix shows that I want to watch. I haven't watched Wentworth yet this season. There's so many shows that I have to watch on Netflix to get caught up. I want to start watching The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu, but I think that I want to read The Handmaid's Tale first because there's a sequel to the book. She just wrote a sequel to it, Margaret Atwood. So, and that book came out years and years and years ago. I mean, like, I think that book might have come out in the late 70s, early 80s, The Handmaid's Tale. Which is interesting that it's gained so much acclaim now, you know? But I want to watch that show because I've heard good things about it. Tanya said she's not sure if I would like it or not. She's like, I'm not really sure. She's like, I don't know. You have to watch a couple episodes and see. So I'll either be completely obsessed with it or I won't care at all. I wanted to go back and start watching The Walking Dead, but I don't really know that I care to finish it anymore. I don't even really know what season I ended on anymore. Like, I have no idea if I went back to find out what season It was when the woman with the short hair, she went out on her own, and then she became part of some other group, and they were in that town, and they had to take fruit and vegetables to people. Okay, I'm back. That mean guy that people say I kind of look like we could be related, and he's always like, Rick. Now, Rick, you're not going to be a problem, are you, Rick? He didn't have a southern accent, but you know what I'm talking about. Harry Dean, it's not Harry Dean Stanton, but his name, that's the guy that was in, I think, Wild at Heart. But, Harry in Stockton. I don't know what his name is, but anyway, that's who. I know people will be like, you don't look anything like him. It's just because of the beard. That's what people think. That's why people think I look like him. That's the only thing. So, I don't know. We'll see. That woman's like this. Deep in thought. Do you ever wonder what people are thinking about when you look at them and they're driving? Or what's going on in their day or their life? We like to think that we're not selfish and self-centered, but like the entire world is happening around us, you know? How often do we just even kind of like look and wonder what's happening? Says the person that sits in a car and talks about himself for an hour every day. It's nasty out. I told Alex that at the beginning of the year, I want to sit down and I want to write out, because we keep on saying we're going to get stuff done to our house. Who are we talking about this to? Oh, going and seeing Sarah's new house, and so cute. And she's like, well, I want to get this done, and I want to get that done, and I'm going to have somebody come out here next week. And I'm like, we have been talking about this stuff for literally 2 years now. Like, we just need to have somebody come out and just be like, this is what we want done. Just start it, do it. But then the winter is a bad time to get it done, because then you have people, you know, coming in and out of your house all the time, like contractors coming in and out of your house, and or, you know, construction men, women coming in and out of your house, you know, tracking snow, tracking mud, and I don't necessarily want that. So I don't know, maybe, and spring's not great either because of the rain, so maybe we'll wait till, this person's got their turn signal on it and is in the wrong lane. So maybe we will, they're a Lyft driver. Well, maybe we'll wait until the spring to do that. This guy's like staring over me and looking at me. This Lyft driver. Do you know you hardly see like that many minivans anymore? It's really strange, isn't it? Do you remember those back in the day? We would see station wagons. Do you remember like everybody's mom would have a station wagon? We don't ever see station wagons anymore. I haven't seen a station wagon and I cannot tell you how long. It's so weird, isn't it? I took my contacts out last night. I haven't been taking my contacts out. I know it's horrible for my eyes. But I was like, I need my eyes to breathe. And I took them out last night. When I woke up today, my eyes kind of hurt. I was like, okay, Peter, that's a sign that you need to be not sleeping with your contacts in. But I always just think it's easier to just get up and let go, you know? So I just leave them in, but it's bad. I shouldn't do that. Right before my prescription, like the date came up, which was in like June or July, okay? I went and I bought, like, I think at Costco, or I bought them on Costco or 1-800-Contacts or something. I bought so many, you guys. I bought like 2 big boxes of them to last me forever. And here we are in November and I still haven't even opened 1 big box of them yet. I'm like, I'm gonna make them last forever. I hate going to get an eye exam. I hate doing anything like that. And that is pure laziness of not wanting to go and do it. I probably need to though, because I have a history in my family of like cataracts and stuff like that. So I definitely need to go. Keep on moving, don't stop. I don't know what made me just think of that song. Do you remember that back in the day? This was such a nice gift. From Melissa, I love this lip balm. Okay. Let me pull in here and text Tanya and tell her I'll be there in 5 minutes. So yeah, like this will be a little shorter tonight, but I keep on thinking to myself that I want to like vlog throughout the day. Even if it's just for like, you know, 5-10 minutes here, 5-10 minutes there, or whatever. Partly because I think it would be more interesting for you guys. And then also, like later at night when I'm getting a little bit more tired. When I'm getting tired, like, you know, some nights if I, like, let's say if I had 30 minutes filmed already, you know, of my vlog, or recorded of my vlog, if I'm tired, then I, you know, just, you know, finish it up with 15 or 20 more minutes, and I'd still have like a 45, 50, you know, 50-minute vlog. But on the nights that I'm not, then I would have a longer vlog, because I'd already have a half an hour done, you know, or let's say, or 40 minutes. And then I could come back out and do an hour, and then it would be an hour and 40-minute vlog. So on those nights, it would be, you know, a lot longer, which would be nice. So I don't know. Maybe I'll come and wrap up the vlog after I drop Tanya Jean off. Vlog for 5 more minutes afterwards. That'd probably be the thing to do. I can't believe next week is Thanksgiving. It's crazy to me. It's warm today though. It's not that cold. It's 48, and we're supposed to have freezing rain and sleet on Saturday morning. That doesn't seem possible. I think it's supposed to be, who's texting me? Low 40s, like upper 30s, low 40s on Saturday. That would not have been any fun to tailgate. They would not have had fun doing that. It's like one by one, each person like canceled. My husband holds in till the bitter end. He's like, I'm like, are you still gonna go? He's like, I don't know. This was like earlier. And then he was like, it got down to like 2 of them. He's like, I just don't think I want to go anymore if it's just gonna be the 2 of us. But, you know, sometimes you could have fun doing that too. Just with one other person. I don't enjoy tailgating. I've only been like twice. The first time was a real shit show. End of story. It was, oh my God. I've never seen so many drunk people in one place. In the middle of the day at IU, it was a mess. I mean, God, every person everywhere. I just felt so overwhelmed. I felt like real claustrophobic. I was like, there just was like hundreds of drunk people everywhere. It was just, I mean, it was people passed out on the ground. It was just a lot. And the second time that we went, because Alex wanted me to have a better experience, because he loves to tailgate, we went with another couple that we're friends with that got like, they got engaged on the day after we got married in Las Vegas. They were in our wedding, and then we were in their wedding a year later. So we tailgated with them. And then this guy that Alex is friends with, he doesn't live here anymore, that he went to college with, we met him and a friend, and like the 6 of us tailgated. And that was like low-key kind of boring, to be honest. It just was like, they just kind of sat there on the end, and like people would walk by and they'd say hi, and you know, they were like drinking beer and stuff like that. But it was just like low-key. I mean, it was like, I think they, like, we made hot dogs or something, but it was just boring. It just wasn't, it was boring. It just was like, you know, I mean, like if you don't drink and it's like you're out there and it's cold, okay, and I don't care about football, and it's cold, and I could care less about a hot dog, and I'm a vegetarian now anyway, so like what's the point? And I know people love it. Oh my God, I know like 60-year-olds that love to tailgate still to this day. I just don't understand it, but you know, it is what it is. All right, you guys, I think actually I'm going to finish this now before I get to Tanya's, and then wrap. I don't think it's going to be as short as I thought it would be. 20. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that horribly short. Anyway, I hope you guys are having, and then I don't have a whole lot more to talk about tonight anyway, so I'll come back on tomorrow and I'll tell some stories, and we'll have a story time over here and stuff like that. So anyway, I hope you guys are having, what is tomorrow, Friday? An amazing Friday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Make the most of your day. Life is not a dress rehearsal. Do something really fun today. Do something that will get you in the holiday spirit. And if you're somebody out there that says, I hate the holidays, I don't enjoy them, then do something that, I don't know. Start a new tradition for yourself, something different. And, you know, do something that when you look back on this time of your life, a year or 5 years from now, you'll be proud of yourself or happy that you did. And to all the people out there saying that they are starting The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, I'm going to start it too this week. So the week's not over yet. And because a lot of people have told me they bought the book, so thank you. And well, I mean, you don't thank me. I didn't. I'm not. She wrote the book. I'm not making any money off it, but we should do it together. So thank you for joining me along with that journey. It'll be fun. And also, since I said I was going to do it before and I didn't, if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you do your positive affirmations and you say, I love you, you are important, you are valuable, and your life has worth and meaning. I think we need to know that inside. And most importantly, make sure that you pass it on to somebody else and let them know how important they are to you and that they make your life more complete and that they make you happy. So thank you guys for being in my life and for watching my videos. I love you, and thank you for allowing me to get on here and vlog every day. I appreciate it, and it makes me very, very happy. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Love ya.